Welcome, welcome. But before we get to our prediction, before we get to our video, I would like to give another shout out to my man, Bookies_Death on IG. So you can find him on IG. The man has 10 plus years of experience betting, so he give you the complimentary betting advice to maybe my predictions or maybe his predictions. But either way, he'll give you that complimentary, like he'll give you that experience. So you're consulting before you make a bet. This guy, can maximize your bet. Probably same exact prediction, but how you best can maximize and make your money off of your prediction. So you can take my predictions, maybe take his, give his insight, give my insight. You pick our brains. But as far as him, he'll give you that more one-on-one because that's what he does. Right now, I just give you my predictions. I might give you a little tidbits here and there, but I'm not gonna be the guy that's sitting down there, sitting at a table with you or sitting on the phone with you necessarily and giving you all that insight. I'm gonna get my predictions, drop them, might drop a little parlay or two here and there, give y'all some little tips just for tuning in if y'all ask. But he's gonna give you the full service. Yes, it might come with a little bit of payment, but you probably get some notes out of him prior to paying him. And if you like those things, they pay out for you, or you like his knowledge, you like what you're hearing, then invest more. I'm never gonna say just go out there and just throw your money, get this guy $10 and $20 billion like that. But yeah, try to get as much you get out free. Take my recommendation. If you like it, go further. But again, don't be a sheep. Do your own intel, ask your own questions, and go to them. And I once again send you off to Bookies_Death. I'm not saying I'm just sending you guys off and I'm about to abandon y'all. I'm just saying, come here. I'll be here every single week, every single weekend, every single time there's a fight. Bellator, UFC, sometimes PFL. But as far as you want to get deeper into the predictions, deeper into the betting side of things, he's the guy that can help you right now. So go over to him, Bookies_Death on IG. And again, link will be in the description.
Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the lightweight bout for all the marbles, the undisputed title for the UFC undisputed lightweight title, Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier. And I see this one right here. So Charles Oliveira definitely has some edges against Poirier. I think he's definitely the better submission grappler. I feel like Poirier's wrestling and takedown defense can be a bit questionable and it's not among the best at all. It's definitely one of the more suspect. But Poirier is not no slouch in the grappling, and he's very tough and very hard to put away. And another thing I would say, first off, I feel like if these fights continue to play out, it's just going to show you that why Khabib was okay with retiring. Like, he didn't have no real fire. I mean, he probably still got some fire because he keep talking about people and talking about fighters. So Khabib definitely got some fire. He would still probably want to fight and be out there. But, respecting his mom's wishes. But he also probably feels like, I don't really need to return. I already, everyone that truly knows where Khabib stands or whatnot. And well, at least among his division, probably lightweight and below. Welterweight, he probably got some concerns on why he never went up there. But lightweight, for sure, he knew he had that division on lock probably for, as long as he wanted to fight. Or at least until he got past his prime. And some other guys, where they would pick him up, when they start to really pick him on his patterns and his weaknesses, his strengths and weaknesses, his SWOT analysis and whatnot. But yeah, as far as people that were actively in the division and actively in sport for at least the next 3-4 years, Khabib was just in a different class, to be honest. And he showed it against Gaethje, showed against Poirier. And so you might say, oh, that's a weak area of Poirier's that Oliveira could do similar things. Yeah, he potentially could do similar things, but at the end of the day, Khabib and Oliveira in different levels. And I think in Oliveira's last fight, he finally showed some heart for once. Was able to weather that big storm from Chandler in the rally and put him away. So he got hurt, was on his, barely was able to make it through that. And then the second round, they put Chandler away. So for the first moment in his career, he showed some heart. But also he showed some weakness in it, on the ground. Michael Chandler was able to be in his guard without much concern. And I feel like that's an area of weakness for Charles Oliveira. You understand his submission, you can neutralize him right on the ground where he's at best. And he has been tapped out several times. It's not like he's just some guy that's so solid on the ground. He got tapped out by Pettis, got tapped out by what's his name, Ricardo Lamas, got tapped out by et cetera, et cetera. Man been tapped out, got tapped out by Cerrone, I think tapped out by Jim Miller at one point in his career. But as far as recently, you probably would say Pettis and some other people. But otherwise, another thing, Oliveira, yes, he showed heart for one, so expecting it not to be as easy to predict him just to wilt and Poirier to come on, but I'm going to expect Poirier to be able to take him late and drown him. I feel like Poirier has been in these battles. Oliveira was in a battle, but it was still, a 2-round battle. It's not like a case that went extended 5 rounds. And it's not like Chandler was doing so much mixing things up. He was very predictable, but still was able to, with that limitations, he was able to touch Oliveira so many times or hurt him so many times and find his way to him. And I feel like Poirier's defense is a lot better than Chandler's defense. I feel like his boxing is much more versatile and dangerous than Chandler's. Chandler definitely got some explosive. He definitely got that dangerous wrestling and whatnot. But I feel like Poirier's hands is much more certified, and you can mix it up much more and do much more with it. Then on the defensive side, he could get in that little shell and recover from mostly just about anything. But yeah, I can see early Charles Vera looking good early, but I feel like Poirier will be able to weather, will be able to respond well to Oliveira's early rush, I guess. But his fight starts to settle down. I feel like Poirier will be able to find that chin of Oliveira. I still see a lot of the same flaws in Charles Oliveira. He's making improvements still, like stands very square, very upright. And I feel like Poirier will be able to find that chin and be able to hurt him. Like, so weather that's the storm, touch him here and there. Then his fight starts to settle down. And Oliveira starts to slow down a bit and be in his face more. His like that grappling pace isn't what it was. And they're on the feet more. Now really start to see Poirier start to find those shots. And I think he puts away Oliveira probably around the mid to late portion of that third round. So in this fight, I have Dustin Poirier via third round TKO.